Was there ever a time Steven Seagal was actually any good?
Dude, he's so young. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, those aviators.
Don't forget to join our community Discord and join us live at twitch.tv/Aquafina for more content. Enjoy the video.
But if anybody knows me, they'll know that the videos that I love from Corridor Crew, I mean, the CGI stuff is fantastic, okay? The CGI stuff is fantastic, don't get me wrong. But the stuff that I like from Corridor Crew are the stunts. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see some shit that you have never seen before. So we're going to watch stuntmen react to bad and great Hollywood stunts. This is number 24. These guys are on a roll, man.
Oh, so good.
Dude, he's so young. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh my God. Damn.
What?
When your temporal resolution is only 24 frames per second and you remove one of those frames, the gap in motion becomes huge.
All right, hold on. What is temporal resolution? Thanks to Vessi for sponsoring this video. They're actually running an early Black Friday sale, so stick around to the end to figure out how you can be a part of it.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Stunt Women React. We're here with Amy Johnston, an amazing
I think she's
actress
been
and
on the
stunt
show
woman. She's
before.
done incredible stuff, amazing fight choreography, some really solid hits, and I can't wait to see what kind of stuff she's going to teach us today.
Oh.
Illuminate the world of crazy action for us.
Show us.
Yeah.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin.
This is a clip that you were excited to talk about.
Yes, I really like the choreography and samurai feel in Rurouni Kenshin. I think they did it so well. It flows really well. I love it.
Okay, I'm going to pause this. Usually live action anime goes terribly wrong, but there are probably times where it goes right. I'm hoping that this is one of those times. I have not seen the Rurouni Kenshin live action, but I watched through all of Rurouni Kenshin, the actual anime and the OVAs, and Rurouni Kenshin is amazing. So even if the live action is terrible, I highly recommend that everybody go watch the Rurouni Kenshin anime. Probably in Japanese. The English dub can get pretty annoying.
This reminds me of 13 Assassins.
Yes.
Actually, very similar. This is nice.
They did a really good job of making it not feel like there's a
I wonder
crowd
how
just waiting for
tired
their
these
turn to,
people
like,
Exactly,
are.
like the putties. I think we talked about that
Yeah, the
last time.
putties.
Yes. Yes, there's constant action going on and cameras moving very well.
Yeah, I like this. They gotta be absolutely exhausted after some choreography like
I
this.
noticed is there's a ton of people and it's very fast. I don't know where I was going with that.
Do you think they undercranked
That's a good
this?
start. I do. I think most action films undercrank.
If you're wondering why it's called cranking, it's because they used to crank the cameras. So undercranking just meant you'd go a little slower, but then when it's played back faster, everything moves faster.
So if you want an actor
okay.
to look a little faster and the movements to be a little more precise and fast, you would undercrank it.
I've never undercranked anything.
Really?
Really?
I would just speed it up by like 15% in the edit.
See, that's a common mistake that a lot of people make.
I would love to get into that. I don't know if here's the
I wonder how
place.
many
What do you mean
movies
This is the
I've
place.
seen
is
that are
We're talking about like editing and
undercranked.
hotkeys.
No,
Probably
no,
a
no.
lot.
We talk about
I
the
watch a
overall
lot of action.
philosophies here. So why don't you just film at 24 frames per second and then speed it up later? Problem is, your temporal resolution at,
All right, hold on. What is temporal resolution?
all right.
Does this guy know
24 frames
anything?
per second means that for 1 second you have 24 images.
Got
So
it.
your temporal resolution is 1/24th of a second. You're capturing action every 24th of a second.
Got it.
When you want to speed it up, the only way to do that is to pull some of those frames out and squish it together. When your temporal resolution is only 24 frames per second and you remove one of those frames, the gap in motion becomes huge. So if you're trying to do a smooth fight scene and you're doing your thing and all of a sudden you're here, then boom, now you're here, but then it continues moving smoothly, it looks weird because everything jumps. So if you want to speed things up, you can either natively record at a lower frame rate, so like 22 frames per second, then all those frames are evenly distributed so you have no jumps.
My whole thing with like shooting at 22 was you're baking
okay.
that in. You no longer have those extra 2 frames.
Yeah.
You're set and
You're locked
you
in.
can't go back.
So if you want to not bake it in, the way to do that is to record at a much higher frame rate, say 48 frames per second or 60 frames per second. Then you can go to 15% faster, 10% faster, 25% faster. 'Cause
This
your
is really
temporal
good
resolution is
information
high
for,
enough
like, if
that when you remove those frames, you're not
I
creating
ever
big
do,
gaps
like,
in motion
skits or
that stick
anything
out
like
to the
that.
eye.
Unless you frame blend or interpolate, right?
Unless you use optical flow interpolation, which tends to actually work pretty well.
Okay, cool. All right, we're on the same page. So they probably undercranked this then.
It's interesting that they're doing a fight scene without any blood.
Yeah, either that's like a stylistic thing, or I doubt it's a story thing, right? Is it a story thing?
I don't think it's a story thing. I think it was one of those.
Wait. It shouldn't have blood because in Rurouni Kenshin, he reversed his blade, so he's not hitting people with the sharp part. So that's probably why it doesn't have any blood. And these guys probably don't know that. But for those of you who don't know, okay, now you know. And some of you already knew.
Right? At some point, maybe a week before, 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah, for sure. With scenes like this, there's definitely a lot of pre-visual work, especially with the DP and director. Not just the stunt team or the action doing it together, but also bringing in the camera to be a part of the action. And it always ends up being way better when the camera's involved. Because I've been on shoots where the director or DP both were like, no, we'll show up on the day, you guys do your work, you guys do stunts, and then we'll come and shoot it because we know how to shoot. And it's like, I know you do, I trust that you do. But also, like, you can be a part of the action and make it look that much better if you work with us.
I feel like you can tell that she's really passionate about this.
When the camera work is tied into the action, like this.
That's why you have like whole action units, right?
Yes,
like
action units.
Chris Cohen.
Yes, and sometimes second unit action directors really know what they're doing. So it's nice when people
that
really know
Kingsman
how to
scene
shoot
is
the
actually
action, you know?
A director has a lot
fantastic.
of responsibilities.
Very
Having some
gruesome.
Good taste. Is
Highly
probably
recommend.
One of those top responsibilities. You should know, like, this is good, that's bad. But knowing how to choreograph it and set it up is probably not one of the immediate responsibilities of a director, which is why you want to hire an awesome action team like yourself, and you have a sick coordinator who can put together something like this.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of times directors will kind of take control and do everything themselves, but the best directors allow everyone else who they've hired to do their job.
I agree.
You
I
know?
imagine
like,
that
then we can all
stuntmen
work together beautifully.
I've always
doing the
seen these knife fights in
choreography would
movies where I was
probably
like,
be
ding, ding,
better.
ding, 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 somehow like hitting the knives against each other and never getting cut. Always seems so ridiculous. So let's just take it to the pinnacle of ridiculousness. Let's see Steven Seagal fight Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh no, a Steven Seagal fight. Oh God.
I know you, don't I? I think you do.
Dude, he's so young. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, those aviators.
Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Knife fight.
Ooh, both of the backhand
Oh.
move. Ha-ha.
Just do your thing,
Don't even need
Steven.
choreography.
None of this was choreographed. I think they choreographed the beat, and then they choreographed like, okay, Steven, you're gonna come in. There'll be a cut here,
Just
I-
fling those hands around, cut to an insert of slice.
right? Do you think this was improv? Do you think they just let Seagal do what
Absolutely.
he wants?
It's like,
Yes.
Steven, do your thing. The actors are taking lunch. This is your time to shine.
I like
bring
how
it.
Steven Seagal has like no respect in the industry, but he's probably 100% convinced he is
See
the
Tommy Lee
man.
stunt right there?
Oh, that was him. Huh?
That was him. Check out these
Tommy.
720 he pulls off.
Go, Tommy. Yeah. He hit his back on the table too.
Yeah,
Very good.
probably had a little pad on.
Oh, definitely, but very good.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Oh, what? Oh!
That was a good move.
Oh! Was that a prop head?
Oh yeah.
Looks a little waxy.
Little different.
Dude, all that work for like a 12-second cutaway.
Worth it.
So what do you think, this scene compared to the improv scene with Donnie Yen in Killzone?
I can't believe before we watch a good fight, my dad and my stepdad like super obsessed with Steven Seagal films. Was there ever a time Steven Seagal was actually any good? Seriously? I mean, honestly, was there ever a time? I go back and I watch Steven Seagal movies and they're all terrible. How did he get so famous? It's just like, how did he get to where he's at? I don't know.
They're kind of one and the same, because I don't know.
No.
Actually.
No, they're not.
At least this moment.
All right, let's hear it, Clint. Let's hear it. Be mean to Donnie Yen. Let's hear it.
No,
How
it's just
can-
that
how
fight.
can
I
you be
love
mean to Donnie Yen? Donnie Yen
I
is
love
actually
you.
really
It's
good
just
at
the
this.
idea that there's nothing of substance that's actually happening. It's not doing anything for me. It doesn't make me feel anything when I'm watching the fight. They're just doing stuff. They're just waving their hands, you know?
But it's still cool. I mean, I understand. I'm not a fan of people doing things just to do things, but like the style of this, the colors, the talent, it's So good.
The whole fight scene as a whole is awesome. It's just those moments where they go
So like
in
improv moments.
and they
yeah.
just do that little like swish, swish, swish.
No, I can see what Clint's saying. It's like when you get improv-y, you lose a little bit of the story purpose of the
Yes.
scene. There is something cool about seeing two fighters square off with each other, and getting that improv moment kind of gives you that. And if
Yeah.
you can hit that point in the story, it works. But the Under Siege fight, it's a
They're-
cool heightening and energy.
What I like
but
about
the fight
them
itself
is the
doesn't tell
way
any
that
story
they
whatsoever.
break down these
I see the benefit
scenes.
to having a moment like this.
I like
If
the
these guys are
insider
really good and they both are like, hey,
critique
we want to do this, please go for
lot.
Because you have that in the edit. You can use it if you need it. I think we've come to a mutual understanding.
Hey guys, what do you get when you combine an ancient Egyptian scholar and a German U-boat? A subscribe.
He got it.
Yeah, of course I just came up with it. It's a little rough still. I'm working on my delivery.
That's like a
That,
popsicle
that was
stick joke.
If
actually
you don't subscribe, you're gonna get
that was
more
actually like
awful
200
boners
IQ.
in the next
A
one, so
subscribe.
This is one way to avoid that. Since we're on the topic of knife fights, let's watch a really good knife fight
Yes.
scene.
Dude, I love
Love me
this
some
knife
John
fight.
Wick.
Yeah.
It was great.
You guys wanna have your minds blown?
Yeah.
All the breaking glass is CG.
What?
No way.
There's no practical glass on set being broken.
Oh,
Wait.
boy.
Really?
Yep.
Is that just for ease of filming and
That's
And
BS.
safety?
Yep,
he's
that's all
he's
CG.
look at the way he hits it and it rumbles the glass. and
No,
it's
he's-
perfectly reflecting the environment.
Like with his
Yeah.
that head
he's
strike.
he's
that
joking.
is
He has to be
insane.
joking.
Why have we not talked about
Very impressive.
All right, VFX artists react. We'll do a glass episode.
No, he's got to be
I
joking.
love the ground struggles. I love that it feels messy. Like a lot of the takedowns, there's like a push and pull, and then one person takes the other one down, as opposed to just like being so set up and perfect.
It just feels more real that way.
Yeah.
There is no way. Oh,
He pulls the knife out and he's coming back. He's like, "Ugh, it's not over. Oh, I love this
Love
moment.
that.
Yeah,
That's not Keanu taking that hit, is it?
I think so. Oh no.
it doesn't need to be.
No, it doesn't need to be. It's a great drop kick.
the hits that they take are so brutal. Yo, his
I love this part.
Love this.
Throw.
I mean,
dude,
if I was that good
his
at
knife
throwing knives, I would
accuracy
throw
is
them.
insane. Oh, what the?
Rule number one is that your stuntmen and stuntwomen have to make your actors look good, right? If your actor can kind of throw a punch and they throw a punch, the stunt person has to really sell
and
that
Keanu
punch.
can really
If
throw
your
a
stunt
punch.
guys are making big enough actions that Keanu's focused smaller movements read as him being professional, as opposed to him just not having the range of
Yes.
motion that the stuntmen
Yes. You're so right, though. There's such an importance of how stunt people take the reactions, because you can have an amazing fighter, but
I
then
want to pause this to say that action movies, in specific, they just need to have like a skeleton of a plot line. Okay, they don't even need well thought out plot lines, because we're not watching it specifically for the plot lines. We're watching it specifically for when the good guy beats up the bad guys and he looks cool or she looks cool doing it. A good plot line takes a movie a long way, but I'm willing to forgive a bad plot line if the action is fantastic, or if they somehow tell the bad plot line in a cool way. A lot of Jackie Chan's older films, their plot lines aren't like super great, but the action in them is so good that I don't really care. Oh,
oh,
So
oh,
good.
oh,
That's right, human skulls are hard.
good attention to detail.
Oh, dude, this. And
Oh,
they
I love
did
this.
it. They
Oh,
did
yes.
it too. Dude,
Yeah.
it's like going down a roller coaster. Ah, so intense.
Oh my God, dude.
All right, so we talk about a lot of different stunts here. There's one type of stunt that's hard to find, stunts with animals. So if you know of any good stunts with animals, please leave a comment below. And of course, anything else you want us to react to, you're welcome to leave a comment for that as well. But, you know, let's spice it up a little bit.
Did you guys see Atomic Blonde?
yeah.
I did not.
I
Nope.
love the choreography
Did not
in
watch
this film
Atomic
for
Blonde.
her. She did a great job with this.
Ooh.
I I like that she's getting hit. Also, she has to use certain movements because she has many people against her. There's back and forth. It just feels much more grounded.
Yeah, we're watching a character try to solve a problem.
Yeah, and there's emotions tied to her movements. Like, that is beautiful. And also a really important thing is, like, you can create choreography, but you need to create choreography that makes the actor look good. She looks great with this movement, this like, powerful, straight to the point movements.
It's a testament to Charlize's training that she put in. Really went above and beyond to make it look like she knows how to move. You know, she doesn't look janky when she's moving. It looks legit.
This is much more
I think a
grounded.
good
Her
actor
movements are very precise. There's a story being
will
told
go above and
between
beyond
every
in order
movement
to
that
do
they're
a
doing. She's
good
struggling
action movie,
when
you
she
know?
jams a knife into somebody, she has to reinforce it because she's not as strong as them. And even when she's winning, she's still losing. For every action she makes, there's a reaction. These little pieces are so good in storytelling.
Yeah, like you see them actually getting winded and their energy, they're
Yeah.
losing all of their energy throughout this fight. This guy can barely stand up. Oh my
Ooh,
God!
damn.
Wow.
Dude, what?
That had
That's
to-
like
his-
one of the gnarliest falls I've ever seen.
His
Amy, have you ever had
back.
to take a fall like this?
I've done several stair falls, but with the stair falls that I've done, they've been like pushes into the stairs, but I've never just teeter-tottered like that.
How do you fight your instincts? You know, there's so many things that your body does. How do you get rid of those instincts?
Oh!
It's just like a mindset thing. I guess you could practice. Some people do practice stair falls with cushioned stair falls. Get an idea of that before you can start being safe. But he's definitely padded up and he's practiced this in some way, it seems. Let's see where he hits first. He's hitting here and maybe like his tailbone, and he rolls with it perfectly.
I bet you those stairs are padded.
I don't know. Usually you can kind of tell when they're padded. He's definitely padded. You can tell right here.
Dang, I'm glad we stumbled across this fight scene because that was incredible.
Cool fight scene. And there's some really cool stuff in Atomic Blonde.
Oh, oh, oh! I think a good actor or actress is going to, like, if they want to make a good action movie, they're gonna do the training. You can tell when they don't do the training because then they look like Steven Seagal. But this was a good one. I really like what they said here. And again, I love that they bring in the guests because they always have like such an objective view of what they're talking about. And it's the best part about Quarter Crew is that a lot of their videos is all like no nonsense. They just go in, they tell you everything about a scene, and they break it down for you, how it works, why it does, why it doesn't, and you end up learning something. So that was a good one.